Good morning, class. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I'm so excited to see all of your beautiful faces in front of me. So this week, or today, we are starting a new unit. This means we're gonna learn about something completely different. We're gonna learn about something new, something never before seen in this classroom. We are starting a new unit on the presidents. Who knows what a president is? You know, I'm not a president, you're not a president. Who knows what a president is? Yes, it's the person that runs our country. Can I see a show of hands of how many people know what our president's name is right now? Trump was president, Obama was president, but Biden is president right now, and he is our boss, he is in charge, and he runs this country for right now. This unit, we are going to talk about so many different guys. You're going to hear a bunch of crazy names, and later down the road, we're going to hear roles of a president, what they do, but today, I want to talk about the first president America has ever had. The first one ever. And that was a really long time ago. A really long time ago. So who can tell me, and this is a really tricky question, so if you can tell me this, you get crazy points. But who knows what the first president of America's name is? Can anybody tell me? I didn't think so. His name was George Washington. George Washington. So to start off this unit, I want every single class, every week, okay, I'm sorry guys. Every week when we decide to talk about, every week we're gonna talk about a new president. And so this week we're gonna focus on George Washington, and next week we're gonna talk about the second president. And so every week we are going to watch a little snippet of a video. This video is a rap. Who likes rap music? I know rapping in school is kind of crazy, but we're doing it today. We're gonna listen to a little rap. It's a long rap, so we're gonna listen to bits at a time about the different presidents. It's gonna help us memorize their names, their order, and it's just, I think I wanna rap in public school. Do you? I think that's pretty cool. It's pretty different, pretty unique. And then after we do this rap, we're gonna practice our singing voice, and we're also gonna talk about the president of the week. So let's start off with our rap, and then we're gonna jump right into talking about George Washington. Okay, this rap gets pretty crazy, guys, so I hope you can control yourselves. And I want y'all to sing along. The words are on the screen. Every week we're gonna learn a little bit more. This is George Washington. These are the presidents, mighty, mighty presidents. So we're just gonna focus on this little snippet of the song for right now. So let's listen to that all again. It's 50 seconds. Let's listen to that again and really listen to those names, those crazy old names. And then we're gonna jump into George Washington, the big GW. Okay. One more time. Can I see some dance moves, guys? These are the presidents, mighty, mighty presidents. John Adams and Thomas Jefferson. us all our presidents, mighty, mighty presidents, So, who remembers in the rep what they said about George Washington, the big GW? They said he is the father of our country. Bro, that's crazy. And that's because George Washington was the first president. And so he is the father of our nation. And so we're gonna watch another video, a song about George Washington, to learn a little bit more about George, to listen to a little bit more of our singing, and then we'll talk after. Okay.
Hey there, Mr. Washington, there's one thing left to do. Now that you're in charge of things, what should we call you? Here's a few suggestions since the title won't be king.
His mightiness
And if you don't like that,
His elective majesty.
oh, what should we call you?
Let's think.
So many names, which one will we use? Hey there, Mr. Washington, you're first to lead the way. You will set the precedent for these United States. Maybe that's the name for our commander and our chief.
His Highness, President of the United States of America and the protector of our liberties.
That might be just a little too much. Let's just call him Mr. President.
Okay, so let's hear about a little bit of the things they talked about in that short little video. One was, in the beginning, they could not figure out what to call the president because America came from England. Who can say England? Who can sing England in their highest pitch? I want to hear everybody say England. England, England. So America, let's do that in a low voice. Every time I say England, we're gonna sing it in a high voice, and every time I say America, we're gonna say it in a low voice. When we came from England, America, we belonged to England, and England has a king. A king, yep. England has a king, and so America did not know if we should have a king or a president or a royal highness. They couldn't figure out his name, and so they jumped around. They made all these decisions, and they decided to give them the name Mr. President. So we became a democracy. That's a long, big word. Let's see how long we can make that word in our best singing voice. Democracy. Yeah. And so we became a democracy. We're going to talk about that later. And so another role that George Washington has as president, as every president, they have the responsibility to protect our liberties. Let's do liberties in our lowest voice. 3, 2, 1. Liberties. George Washington had to protect our liberties as citizens. So, what did we learn about George Washington? Now, does anybody know where we can find a picture of George Washington? Does anybody know? It's not in our classroom. It's not in the bathroom. No, we can find George Washington on money. Who here likes money? I know I do. And so we can see George Washington on our money. He's the protector of our liberties, and he is the father of our nation. Those are 3 new things that we learned about George Washington today. And so we're gonna make a little song together talking about those 3 things. Okay, you're gonna start off in our lowest voice. George Washington is on our money. And then in a normal voice, we're gonna say, he is the protector of our liberties. And then in our highest voice, we're gonna say, he is the first president of America. In our highest voice. I want y'all to go even higher than I did, okay? So, 3, 2, 1. George Washington is on our money. He is the protector of our liberties. What's the last one? Who can help me with the last one? George Washington. Oh, and our highest voice. Sorry, guys. George Washington is the first president of America. Okay, those are 3 fun new things about George Washington. Let's do it all together one more time. Remember, low voice, normal voice, high voice. Okay. Verse 1. George Washington is on our money. George Washington is on our money. He is the protector of our liberties. George Washington was the first president of America. Great job, guys. So when we go home today, y'all can tell your parents we learned all about George Washington. He is the first president of the United States, and we were going to keep learning about the presidents. So now we are going to go into kind of free time. Y'all can kind of read a book or draw, and I'll call you up just in groups at a time, and we're going to talk about George Washington because I want to hear all your pretty singing. I want to hear all of your pretty singing. So I want to go into small groups. But thank y'all so much for listening today, and I can't wait to see you next week. Bye.